If you are a fan of first person shooter games but find yourself frequently without an internet connection, then you are in luck because today we are going to be diving into the top offline FPS games that you can play anytime, anywhere. Starting off the list with number 10, we have Recurrence. Recurrence is a tactical shooter game with first person shooter gameplay that is focused on close quarters combat. The game is a bit like Ready or Not due to its realistic gameplay mechanism, which prioritizes strategy, teamwork over run and gun action. In the game, you work together with AI control squad mates to complete missions and take down enemies in tight, confined spaces such as buildings and urban environments. The gameplay mechanics are solid and provide an engaging experience. However, the game has some setbacks like clunky gameplay and unpolished movement controls and buggy AI. Overall, it appears that game has solid foundation but requires further updates and improvements to reach its full potential. Moving on to number 9, we have Return to Planet X. It is a fast-paced action-packed game that puts you in the shoes of a space marine sent on a mission to explore a distant planet. The game is set in a science fiction universe filled with hostile alien creatures, and the objective is to defeat these enemies and complete various objectives. You can also choose from a variety of weapons, ranging from pistols and shotguns to laser guns and grenades. The game also features impressive graphics and sound design with detailed environment and realistic sound effects, adding to the immersive experience. Overall, it offers a satisfying science fiction FPS experience. Moving on to number 8, we have Super Hot Mobile. Super Hot Mobile is a first person shooter game available on both iOS and Android devices. In the game, time only moves when you move, creating a unique gameplay experience. You take out all enemies in each level using a variety of weapons and environmental objects while avoiding obstacles and incoming fire. As you progress through the levels, new weapons and enemies are introduced, making the gameplay increasingly challenging. The game also includes a replay feature and a challenge mode. Overall, it offers an innovative and engaging experience for fans of first person shooter games. Moving on to number 7, we have Devil War. It is a FPS shooter game that features various missions where you fight against demonic creatures in a post apocalyptic world. The game offers a range of weapons and upgrades for you to choose from, as well as a skill tree for character development. The gameplay involves completing missions, defeating bosses, and collecting rewards to upgrade weapons and skills. The graphics and sound effects provide an immersive experience. Overall, it offers a thrilling experience for FPS game fans. Moving on to number 6, we have the Lawless. It is a first person shooter mobile game with a Wild West theme. In the game, you play as a lone cowboy who is seeking revenge against the gang of outlaws who killed his family. To do this, you complete a series of missions which involve shooting your way through different levels and taking out the members of the outlaw gang. The game utilizes a cover system where you can duck behind objects for protection and a bullet time mode that slows time to allow for precise shots. It also features variety of weapons and upgrades and also a story told through cutscenes. Moving on to number 5, we have Suicide Squad. It is a first person shooter game based on the DC Comics. The game puts you in the control of members of the Suicide Squad who must fight their way through various missions against hordes of enemies. You can choose to play as one of the three characters from the squad: Deadshot, Harley Quinn, or Diablo. Each character has unique weapons, abilities, and special attacks that can be upgraded as you progress through the game. The gameplay of it is focused on combat with fast paced action, gunfights, and melee combat against enemies ranging from human soldiers to supernatural creatures. Overall, it offers a fast paced gameplay experience with a focus on combat and upgrading abilities. Moving on to number 4, we have Battlezone PvP FPS. It is an offline first person shooter mobile game featuring the gameplay of a multiplayer arena game. It offers various game modes including Team Deathmatch, Frontline, Free for All, and Hardcore, with different maps and environment with PC quality graphics and a wide range of modern weapons. You can also earn coins to upgrade your weapons and climb up the ranks to unlock other weapons and modes. The game also features daily rewards and tasks to complete. The controls of this game are easy to use and you can also customize them to your liking. Overall, if you are looking for a game with gameplay of a multiplayer PvP game but without internet connection, then this might be a good choice for you. Moving on to number 3, we have Bright Memory Mobile. It is a first person shooter game with a mix of sci fi and fantasy elements. In the game, you take on the role of Shelia, a skilled warrior equipped with a variety of weapons and supernatural abilities. The gameplay consists of fast paced combat, exploration, and puzzle solving elements. It features both ranged and melee combat, with you being able to use a variety of weapons and skills to perform combos. You can also use supernatural abilities like telekinesis, which can be used to manipulate objects or enemies, and time manipulation, which can slow down time. The game is split into several chapters, each with its own objectives and boss battles. Its graphics are impressive for a mobile game with detailed environments and character models. The game is relatively short, but the intense action and unique gameplay make it a worthwhile experience for fans of first person shooters. Moving on to number 2, we have Sierra 7. It is a tactical first person shooter game similar to the mobile game Lone Wolf. In the game, you take on the role of a special forces soldier tasked with completing various missions. The gameplay of Sierra 7 is divided into missions, each with its own objectives and challenges, such as clearing rooms, disarming bombs, and rescuing hostages. You navigate your way through different environments, such as deserts, cities, and forests, while engaging in combat with enemies. The game features a cover based system that allows you to take cover behind objects, lean around corners, and shoot from cover. It also offers a variety of weapons to choose from, including assault rifles, sniper rifles, and shotguns. You can also customize your weapons by adding attachments such as scopes and suppressors. Moving on to number 1, we have Modern Combat 4. It is a first person shooter game developed by Gameloft. The game features a campaign mode with 12 missions that take place across the world, as well as a multiplayer mode with several different game modes. In the campaign mode, you take on the role of several different characters as you attempt to prevent a global terrorist threat. The game features a variety of weapons as well as several vehicles such as helicopters and tanks that can be used to traverse the game's environment. The game also includes several different control options, including touch control and support for external controllers. The graphics and gameplay are impressive for a mobile game, and the game has received generally positive reviews for its action packed gameplay and immersive story. And that's all for today. Let me know in the comments if you have any games that you may want to recommend. And if you are new here, do consider subscribing us. As always, thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time.